All right, so first, what you're going to need is your iPad or the $1,000 you spent, and a mouse, a USB-C dongle with HDMI out, a stand for the iPad if your case doesn't have one, the HDMI cable, and the monitor. So let's get started. So now basically what we're going to be covering first is an overview of the app. And this is just in case if you were watching this and you have not seen this app already. So we're going to basically just do a screen recording section where I show you the overview of the app. Normally, when you open up the Shiftscreen app, you would have already connected your secondary monitor. But in this case, I'm not doing that because it doesn't allow me to screen record when I have that secondary monitor connected. And I just want to show you the overview really quick. So when you open up the app, what you can see is that it does have a pretty traditional looking web browser feel to it. And it does have some extra features that I will be going over a little bit later. But right now, what you can see is that you can just tap on the don't use an external monitor and it gives you access to the application. And once you do that, you can open up web pages. And the cool thing is, instead of just doing a side-by-side web page view, what you can actually do is open three different ones as I did, and this is going to be really beneficial for different productivity scenarios. For example, if you're trying to keep tabs on your Instagram or on your Twitter, you can open those up in a slimmer view, so that way it takes on the aspect of a mobile app, and that's going to be really helpful. And then you can have a more traditional half-size view almost with the third window. Now, what you can also do is open up a whole separate window entirely by clicking that button on the bottom, and what you'll get is an opportunity to open up another three tabs like the side-by-side view, or you can just open up one full thing to switch back and forth between. And that's actually really cool that the developer offered this type of feature because, as I said, you can switch back and forth very easily and without any issue. All right, so now what I'm basically showing you is myself working on my report. And basically I had to go on my school Canvas-like website to open up the document and see what I had to write about, and then I switched between Google Docs and that. And the way I did it was basically I worked on it for like 3 hours basically using the Shiftscreen app and the external monitor. And what I have found is that it is useful in the case of not having a laptop around, or if you only have an iPad as your main device and you're looking to use it with a secondary monitor. But it is a little bit slower than using an actual laptop, so keep that in mind. And I do think it takes some time to get used to when you first start using it, so you're going to be a little bit extra slow in the beginning, but once you adapt to it and you really understand the functioning of the app and it becomes first nature instead of second nature, then it'll be really easy to use and just get more efficient at using it. And the cool thing is, if you're using this app, it lets you do a side-by-side view, and basically on the secondary monitor, you still get to see the full monitor being taken advantage of, which is really cool. And on top of that, what you can do is open up a separate application on your iPad. So that way you can have a 3/4 view of the app and then 1/4 view of the shift screen section. And then that way you can maximize your productivity. And that's what I did. I had GoodNotes open on the iPad, so that way I can take a look at my lab requirements and my textbook, and then on the Shiftscreen app I was basically utilizing the Google Docs and writing out my report. And that actually really helped me out to finish it, and I was able to become more efficient at it from using it within that 3 hours. So I don't think it's going to be a major hit in productivity, but it still is not the same as using a laptop and having Chrome open or just having those applications that you would have access to on a laptop, and with the full optimization that the software supports with a secondary monitor that the iPad does not support. So overall, I do have to say that I feel like this app is worth the price, and it is worth it just because of the functionality it brings to the iPad. Normally, if you're going to be connecting your iPad to a monitor, you're not going to be able to take advantage of the full screen. And like I said before, you can also open up an additional app on your iPad while having up to 4 tabs open at the same time using the Shift Screen app. So overall, the functionality it brings, definitely worth it, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. And that's going to wrap it up for this week's video. So let me know what you think down in the comments below if you've used this app before. And if you're excited for more content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to take it easy with some tea. And I'll see you guys in the next one.